there's several different comments, right? So I think one on Wednesdays one. So his comments is that after I guess I mentioned it, right? So it's interesting. Different people from different classes, but there's 5 to 6 weeks. It seems it's a turning point. Some people try that after 5 or 6 weeks, then they feel, oh, it's easier, or they start feeling, or they start getting into the routine, right? And so one student comments, that's quite interesting, and I did not thought in that way before. He mentioned that, oh, so some technique he doesn't feel much chi feeling, but the other fellow student feel stronger. But some other technique is reverse. He feels a lot, and the other. So this keep him going, right? So it's hard to expect that every technique, say every classes, you always get very strong feeling, or say you get used to that, you can do that very good. So starting from different classes, different technique, you start feeling. Then, like I said, use that as a base, right? Remember I said that, so the first one, you want to do the turtle breathing counting to prolong, make your breathing longer. Then the next, say 5 minutes, you want try your best one. See, because different people, the most favorite one is all different. So you try your favorite one, and then you try your non-favorite one, or say you think the one that you needed to do more to enhance, get familiar with that, or enhance the feeling. So doing like that, 1 or 2 or 3 for that day, and the next day you can do the same one or do the different one. But the first 2 technique that you are doing for every day, you want to try the same. Not unless your most favorite changed, then you do that. So that's good. I learned from there, and so see. And any other questions? Also, thank Alphon and Eugene and Albert. Yeah. So yeah. So I know your feeling now, and good. So Alphon, you can start using to your daily life, right? So some task you're doing, and then say, oh, okay, I can try this technique to help me, because after all, we start different ones from definitely from the base, then we go arms, we go legs, we go back, all those things, right? So that's good. So now you can start doing, say, apply something for yourself, because each different people's different. And of course, Albert, and I replied, so you must be, in general, it's very healthy. You don't have aches and pains, minor aches and pains. So it's harder to feel that, right? So you see some people replied, and they say, oh, my knees or my back used to pain, and now this is just minor, right? If it's really injured, don't think that this is the magic. But the minor things, ache and pains, that most of people will feel that. So. Any other feedbacks? So for last week's It's easy, hard. Okay, so I see some.
Last week is not easy.
Okay, I see someone says that means easy. Yes, the last week is not easy. That's fine. Like now, so don't feel so bad. Or someone feels it's easy and I feel not easy. Doesn't matter because that's just this one, and then maybe the next one is reverse, or so you don't need to compare with others. Always look at yourself, right? So as to do with many things, just only you can improve that. Okay, so if okay, so maybe I want to ask a different way of the same question. How many people feel a little difficult for last week's? So besides Albert Huang. Oh, okay, so Gao Xiaosong. Then all the rest is seems okay. You can do that, but not super good. But you can do it, right? Okay. So the reason why I need to ask that is because today's is based on that. Remember I mentioned that for Shin, because actually it's harder for most of the people. So if you can do that, you feel very good. That's very good. Because it's harder in general, because there's only bones and skins. It's hard to get muscle here, so it's harder to get through. So we use 3 weeks to get that. On the 2 or 3 weeks before, we have the passing, the Xing Qi, right? The regular Iron Shin. And the last week we say that's the passing, or say the Guan Qi. Today we're using applying. Applying means only faster. Remember the iron abdomen? That's just the fast exhale press. So here is the fast passing Qi for today's. But we want to review last week's. Okay. Actually, because it's very important, it's based on that today's, I need to ask another question. Remember we have the help standing up. Anyone still using the standing up? Or most of you don't need the standing up. When I saw people say you can do that, no problem. I'm assuming that you don't need the standing up. You can just sit and do that. How about others? You still using the standing up? Raise your hand. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I see a shake hand and say yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we still can do that. So we can try both today. It's just together doing this, sitting, or I think maybe some see the questions. No one, some people did not say yes or no. Probably you did not practice this one that much. That's fine. So try to do that again here.
Well,
question?
Yeah, in the past week, I did standing up first,
okay.
one leg at a time, and then I did standing up on both legs.
Yes,
and,
yes.
And finally, last 2 days, I just sat down and did it. It's,
okay.
Okay.
Good.
The interesting thing is actually the feeling is not exactly in the front of the shin. It's really the whole
leg.
Yeah, it's not just going through the front. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. Remember, I said that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. That's you. So a lot better than if someone is doing. If I'm doing the iron shin and I feel my head, or if I feel my hand. So you're already this whole leg, but you want to start still focusing. Remember, I said if you have a feeling on other places, you want to focus on the one that you are doing. In this case, still focusing on the shin. So hopefully you did more times, then the shin will have stronger feeling than the rest of your leg. Okay, actually, Albert Huang, he got a good experiment that to share. Did you notice that what he says? First, I know he practiced, right? So because he even experimented something that I did not ask you to do, but actually that's good. So remember, I say that for the help is we do one leg at a time. Then he tried one leg at a time. After a while, after you started got the feeling, then he's tried both at the same time. So because the suggestion help, I'm thinking that go down to the other extreme, meaning it's harder for you to direct your chi to your shin, and it's harder to direct to both. So I ask you to shift to one at a time. But he tried that. Once he started feeling that, he tried both. Both meaning when you exhale, when we say passing the chi, so he bend, sink, and both feet, the toes, grab. Use that. So that's another step in between to the sitting. And then once you got more feeling, then you sit and do the one. So this is good. So I recommend that if you can try that, it should help. Any other feedbacks? Any thoughts? Or in any techniques, any parts? No? Okay. So let's try just sitting here first. Oh, so Agnes, you have a question?
Because I try sit, but I do apply the to grab the toes. But then because I need the chi to the tip of the toe when I inhale. But if I grab my toe, I felt like prevent my chi fully. So in other words, I should not curve my toes, right?
Yes. Okay, good. Yeah. So sitting. Okay. Yeah. See, that's another good mini step. So sitting here. So okay, maybe a review, right? So first we inhale and use your yi, moving your chi to your lap, knees, and shin, and to your toes. So at this time, don't change anything. You want to be relaxed so that your initial chi path go there. Then when you do exhale passing chi, you go from your southpaw, go back to here, and once it pass your knee, I say tighten your anus. At this time, even you're sitting, you can curve your toes. That's good actually. If that helps, you can curve, tighten, or bend your toes. When you exhale passing chi. Then end of the passing chi, you relax, then go back southpaw, then go back to your chi high. Remember that. Then exhale from chi high back to southpaw. That's one repeat. Okay, how about try this? right? So passing chi, even you're sitting there, you can tighten, grab, or bend your toes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
try that. Okay. Any feedbacks? The extra toe grabbing helps?
The extra toe grabbing I tried, and it didn't seem to make that much of a difference, although I had to focus to make sure I'm only grabbing with the toes, not
whole thing.
Using the whole foot, because that seemed like it would interfere with it. Interestingly, the hardest part I find is after the inhale and exhale, returning the chi on the inhale seems to be the hardest part for me for some reason. So keeping track of it, right? Like we talked about, I want to keep track of it as it's coming back.
Yeah.
And having that as a distinct thing rather than just general feeling is the main challenge.
Okay. Okay. So first, because you already feel that you can feel very pronounced feeling. So the toes grabbing probably not apply to you. You don't need that, right? Because that probably disturb you, right?
A little bit.
So for other people, you can try that. Then you say, so the exhale, the first exhale, the passing chi, no problem. But then after the passing chi, you want to get the chi back to chi high. You feel it's harder to track the specific path, right? Only general?
Try to have it not stay with my E. So it feels like it's kind of going back on its own, but I want to control the speed at which coming back, and that seems to be the hardest part. It's not really bad, but it's interestingly that's the challenging part.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so for that, actually, it's not that important. So if you feel that sort of it's automatically come back, then your E sort of have to follow the automatic moving back, then that's fine.
Okay.
As long as it's not just go back too quick, right? So it's still sort of coming back, because after all, we did a lot of passing, so we do a lot of extra force to go there already. And then, because when you relax, it automatically gonna go back, because you press you're gonna bounce back, sort of, right? So you use the E, just lead that and lead that back to the South Pole, and then continue leading to the Chi Hai. Then that's fine. Yes. So yeah. Because definitely it will be a lot more automatically than the first breathing. Yeah. Good. Yeah. One thing, actually, I noticed that some of you leaning forward, your head was doing this, chin not in. Because I see, because original some of you I see, maybe because your camera angle, right? But if I see two, I see couple, and one is good, the other is like this, looking up. Then you need to adjust. Make sure that it's straight. Okay. I don't need to name you. You probably can feel that. You compare with your next door neighbor, then see whether it's straight. But if both straight, that's fine. If you notice that you're a little leaning forward than the other, you need to make sure that straight. Yes, yeah. That definitely will help. Right? Because if it's just one person, I don't have a point of reference, so I can't comment on that. It's hard for me to comment on it. But I have two, then I can comment on that. Okay? And close your mouth, tongue touch the ceiling, right? So that's also a little reminder. Okay, how about others? The toe grabbing help a little bit, or not, or disturb, or what's your feeling?
I feel that toe grabbing, you will concentrate too much on the muscles rather than the bone. So I'd rather not do it. Okay, then that's fine. Then if do you feel chi go passing your Shin? Yeah, some.
Okay. Then you don't need to do that. Yeah. Otherwise, you can use the standing. Right. Standing is a general one. So because you're sitting there, and if you grab and then you think you want to push, then it's just too much. The muscle. Yes. Yeah. That would be the case. So you don't want to do that. Yeah. Agnes, you want to say something?
I decide in the end, when I practice, in the end, I decide not to grab the toes, because I felt I have too much worry about the time to grab the toe at exhale, and also relax it, to let the chi come out of the toe, the top of the toes. So but it doesn't make any difference when I don't do that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then just don't do that then.
And I have a question is, when I practice all different movement, I find, you know, I wanted to make sure my qi, I sense the qi for the part I went through. But no matter what I do, I always feel my head, the top of my head, feel something. I don't know if it is correct or I didn't do something right.
Okay. So first, like I mentioned, right, I say quite a few people that doing other parts there. I use the example head or hands. It has extra feeling. So don't focus on that. So see here, if we are thinking about doing the Shin or doing the sync qi to dantian, so inside of our legs, right, especially, and your head feels something. That's fine, but try not to focus on that feeling. Try focus on this. And if for some reason you really feels a lot, oh, okay, how about, my question is that the head has this qi sensation. After you finish the Qigong practice, do you still feel that?
No.
Okay, then that's fine. Actually, my newer class, that's 4 or 5 weeks later than this one. There's one student that he feels the head has the qi sensation even after he finished the practice. So that one, so I asked him to do extra 10 of the thinking focus on your qi hai, the number 3, the dantian hu xi, before you leave your seat. But if you, once you finish that, you don't feel that sensation, then that's fine. That definitely is fine. Just like I remember I mentioned the analogies that water, right? And if you hit here, the lake, you hit here flat, very quiet lake. If you hit here, and the ripple will go to other places. Say if you will go there in general, that means your qi starting. But then if the environment or thing change, say if there's a branch stick out from the water, and that water will feel different. The wave will be a little different. That's here, then that's fine. That's fine. But remember, do not, because of that, then you shift your focus to there. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, it's just a regular qi sensation. It's not a pain or whatever, right?
No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. That's common. But make sure do not focus on that. Just focus back.
Okay.
That's very important. Yeah, but that means it's moving. The qi is moving, right? So the water here moves, although you might not feel here, but other places start feeling. That means the whole system is moving.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's good. How about other questions?
Yeah, we frequently use tightening the anus to move qi, and the question is that, does it mean that when we tighten the anus, we squeeze the qi hai? And then the question is, why does it help to move the qi when we tighten the anus?
Okay. So tighten the anus. So you can think the analogy is twofold. So you think that say our dantian, which is our area, a 3D area. So in the very beginning, I asked you to how to find the dantian is first to find the qi hai, and based on that as a center, then outside is your dantian. I did not really stress it's a 3D. I probably only say that it's a circle around the Qihai, right? But actually, Dantian is a 3D. Besides that, and see here, and the bottom, which is the South Pole, and plus now, in the beginning, that's probably only that area. But for now, I think most of you, remember we differentiate the lower Dantian is probably just your lower part, the whole thing, which is bigger. That from your South Pole to this much above your Qihai and to your waist, and even to your back, we say the kidney area. That's the Dantian area now. So Dantian area, lower Dantian is kind of big now. And then see here, you have a lot Qi built up. Remember we did a lot of grow Qi. And definitely you already grow the Qi. Or use your Yi, when you focus, there's a lot more Qi will come to here because of the Yi focus. So the tighten the anus, yes. So see, you squeeze this area, then Qi will go out. That's the analogy. And then, so when we have the one that say, remember I say that you say here, you want sort of not just regular going the moving Qi, it's the passing Qi, or say it's the concentrate. You need a little extra force, not just regular mind, very, very passive one. This is more you use extra to help. So you use that. Besides the mind, and you use the anus to help.
What about pressing the Dantian or Ding? Does it do the same thing?
Pressing the Dantian and what?
Like Ding. In Chinese, Ding. Is it the same thing?
Oh, Ding. You say Ding. Ding. No, Ding is we are practicing the press, right? So the Ding means Ding is technique. Let's see if it's like a ball, we want push up. That's Ding. The Ding, we use tighten anus also, right? So Ding is the push out. So a little different.
So it seems that sometimes we can use tightening the anus to move Qi, and sometimes we can use Ding or press to move Qi.
Yes. Okay.
It seems Ding gives you a bigger volume.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Ding is a technique that if we want to Ding certain area, we do that. Then Ding is one of the components is tighten the anus also. So here we say passing the Qi, the Guan Qi. It's a different technique than the Ding, the press. But both techniques use the tighten anus to help to get extra Qi. One is push, press out, Ding. The other is passing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Guijun, you want to say something? No? Okay. Okay, so we just tried that, right? So today's is that I say the fast passing Qi, which is the applying. This is the applying. Remember, we have 4 different kinds. This one is applying. On the part 1, we only have one was applying. This one is applying also. So inhale. So see again, I'm based on this is definitely direct based on last week's. So inhale, move to your shin and to your toes. Then when you exhale, so you're faster. Still close your mouth. The air go out from your nose. Make it faster. Say, I shouldn't use the number, but let me try and see whether you're going to ask me a question. Say 1 second to finish your exhale, or 2, depending on different people will have different. Then do the same thing. Inhale back, relax, back to your chi hai. Then exhale back to your southpaw. So only difference is compared with the last week is the first exhale, fast. And of course, because the fast, say 1 second, so your Titan anus needs to be synchronized with that. Any questions on that? Okay, Alphonse?
So the difference between the first one and the second one is, instead the first one we keep pushing, but now the second one today is you want to make it quick, consent to 1 and then finish.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's passing, so it's a passing, right? So you go there as much as possible, but finish in a very short time.
Okay.
Okay, or yes, so or give you the example. We are not working on that. This one is definitely applying. In Chinese, it's 用气, right? So it's a direct translation. It's use, putting usage. So I build up quite a few qi to my Shin. How do I use it? Shin is one of the weakest part. See, in martial arts, Shin and the armpit, and of course groin, right? So this is the soft spot. So if you face a strong guy, if you can somehow lift his hand and you use something, poke his armpit, because there's no much muscle here also. People don't build up here, and that's a weak point. And the Shin, same thing. Shin is a weak point. If you use just a wooden stick, or you wear leather shoes, you kick the other side's Shin, right? So even a big guy, strong guy, very good at it, you kick his Shin, you're going to be hurt. So they build up a lot. So for build up, the Shin can withstand hit. Just like remember the iron ab. So you use your hands, hit. So when inhale, ready, then exhale. You just hit. So 1 second, finish that. But of course, because we are doing the health reason, so you don't need to finish in 1 second. The 2 seconds fine. Right? Then you use a soft stick to hit. So whenever you know when you're gonna hit, you pass your chi. And then you use a wooden one. Then at the end, you use iron one. And then at the end, you use the iron one, you want to hit that and bend the iron. And you can withstand. And that's, so if without your chi, that's just a brutal force training, and it's very hard to get it. With your chi, definitely, it's a lot easier. And so that's why if you try, so for Eugene probably did not see that. So for those Chinese, you must saw those people when they practice, they withstand the hits or they want to break something. So they do something. That means it's a dramatic thing first, that could be. And secondly, definitely is they're trying to get their chi to the point. Say, okay, I do a lot. So push all my chi to my hand. Then I start breaking the board. Or I'm standing there, I say, okay, wait, I do something. So move all my chi to my lower abs, and then let you punch me. Then I can withstand that. So a lot of people that if you caught them surprised, huh? Why he can withstand a punch or hit and break things usually, but if you caught them surprised, it's not that strong because they did not prepare enough. So they need to practice more so that it becomes second nature. So when got hit, your chi will go immediately. So that's the past, that's the usage. But for us, we are not focused on that. We don't want got hit, and we don't want to hit other people. So for health purpose. So that's why I say 1 second or 2 seconds fine. Only just you. So this time, it is allowed if you hear your air go out. You hear. That's fine. Does that answer your question? Okay, let's try this. So, for this, we're not, again, we are not focusing on the usage, but do this, it really can open up the channel to your Shin. Fully open up. So that's what we want. Huh?
I had a question. So I tried it a couple of times while you were talking, and it feels like there are two ways of doing it. During the fast exhale, either focused on the whole path, from the bottom of the sea and along the top of the legs and down, or just focus on intensifying the feeling in the shins already.
Yes, yeah, okay. Both is okay. So that's why, so for our purpose, health purpose, you go the whole path. That's why I say it can be, say, 2 seconds. So a little longer, that's fine. But if for the real usage one, you cannot go path. You have to go hit, and your chi, your yi has to go there right away. So both should work, and you want both working. Both you can do that. Yes, good. So see, now it's talking about experience now. So you practice there, and then you will see that. So if I take a little longer, say 2 seconds, that's a little longer. So So I'm focusing on here. And if I just thinking about 1 second, I cannot afford the time spending in here. I just need to go like that. So more or less starting from here. So that's getting a little advanced, right? Because so actually, yeah, last week's people already saying that, oh, my yi bring my chi go to toes, but why the next second my yi from South Pole again go there? Used to be before that, we always, if you yi go there, then your yi has to come from the same place and go back. This time, no. Your yi immediately go from here, although it's slower, right? But follow the path. Now, the more advanced one is that you just go there. Remember the 3 stages that I mentioned? Anybody? Or at least heard about the 3 stages that I mentioned, right? So first, yi dao qi. Use your yi to direct your qi. Then, yi qi yun shen. Use the qi moving to different parts of your body, which we're working on this. Then after you master these 2, especially the second one, so that's why we have this many classes. So you go to so many different places and many different paths, right? So for leg, we have to go inside. Now we go Shin, right? So many different ways. Say like a press, we have exhale press, we have inhale press, right? All those things. Then the last stage is yi dao, qi dao. So your yi go there, your qi go there. You don't know where, or you don't care about where it's coming from. You don't need to think about the past. So this is more or less getting towards that, because you don't need to say still go here. You just go from the knee, go.
What is number 2? Is that 以气运身? What is number 2?
以到气.
Yeah.
So use yi to direct your qi.
Yes.
以气运身, 运行. So use qi to 运身. So passing, go over your body. Different. See, we already almost cover almost all the parts, right? Later on, we just need to emphasize and make it more granular, so more detail. Later on, we will have go to your teeth, your eyes, and so different details, right? So 以气运身. Then the last one is 意到气到. Once your yi go there, your qi is there.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So good. Someone is, while I'm talking, you're already doing that. Okay. So now try it, everybody. No question, right? So instructions is the same as last week's, except when the exhale, you do faster. Not a little faster, it's fast. It's fast. So 1 second or 2 seconds. 2 seconds is the longest. Then the rest is the same, right? The same, slow, relax, and long. Okay. Any feedbacks? Thoughts? I thought about one thing while I was doing that. I should mention that. So when you do the fast, you want to think like a whip, not holding a rod and very tight and then doing this. Just like thinking Tai Chi, right? So we want to use as little strength as possible to do what you want to do. And here, in this way, we want to send as much as possible within, say, 2 seconds. But you don't need to do too much. That becomes too rigid. And in Chinese, we say that becomes the 着力, 着,笨拙的着力. Or in English translation, it's become a dumb force. Just say, do this, right? I do this. So once we know the Tai Chi, right? So our punch we will not clench our fist very tight and then start punch. That's a lot of dumb force. We want to relax a little bit and only once half seconds before you hit the target, you tighten. That's more, say, relax, smart force. Use is smart. So think about this. It's just like a whip. So whip is, so it's sort of still relaxed, right? Not hit something. Think about that. That will help you to do that. A whipping idea. So in 2 seconds. So that's why if it's whipping longer than 2 seconds, you cannot do that. So for whip, you have to have speed, right? Okay, how? Force, feel, and is that once we do this, it's better sensation, better feeling than last week?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, the feeling is that I did twice. The first time I don't tighten my anus.
Okay.
But at the second time, I tighten the anus almost same time as I start to exhale. So the feeling is that it's more stronger chi go down to my feet.
With the tighten, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. That's definitely help on that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. How about Yu Juan?
Oh, I feel almost the same.
Okay, almost the same. Okay, that's fine. Anybody want to share your feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Agnes.
I feel more, but I think I used the 浊气 because I just wanted to, because you said we can hear the sound of using our breathing.
Yes, yeah.
When we, the correct terminology, whipping through the chi.
Yeah.
But I think I did not have that lightness of whipping through the chi. I saw the pushing the chi.
Okay.
I feel the sensation, but I don't think it's correct.
Okay, that's fine. So plus you're already aware of that. So try next time with thinking about it, say relax then go. Say whipping or say bouncing or elastic thing or different kind of way of say analogy you can think of. It's not too brutal force, because brutal force you yourself can cancel your force. So that's why we say the 浊气, the 着力, this is the dumb force to push that. So yeah, so after all, we just first start today, right? So practice that, and the reason I tell you that is so you can try to sense, try to feel that, okay, so he asked me to use a lot of more force. or the speed. So what's the best speed for myself? What's the best, the extra strength is best for me that I can feel the qi the most. So that's why you need to practice, repeat, and then once you figure out the right amount and the right speed, then continue doing with the same amount and the same speed several times to make it solid. And then next day, when you come, you probably will not forget that. You will just immediately go to that, the amount of strength and the speed that fits for you. So today, try to figure out, each individual, you can figure out your best strength and the speed. And once you figure out, so I always do that. So I try, right? So I try many times, and then I found out, okay, I like this the best. Like probably means the like I feel the most. And I want to do the same thing several times, at least 3 consecutive times I can do the same thing. That means I'm a little solid on this technique. 3 or 5 times at least. Consecutive, I can control that. Otherwise, the first time, maybe just by chance I did that, or second time is still by chance. I can consecutive 3 or 5 times. That means you are very solid. And then you will remember that. Whether qi strength and the muscle memory, so you can memorize it. And then next day you come, you can directly go to there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions before we stay home? Practice.
I do like the whip analogy that you use, because kind of when I tried it at first, I tried breathing out and focusing on the qi on the shins at the same time, and it didn't seem to work. It kind of was working against itself. But then I realized if I focus on this and then very shortly afterwards on the qi and the shins, then it works. And it is kind of,
yes, yeah. See
the whip analogy.
The whip, yeah. So it's still, so the strength is from your hand, then traveled. Although it's very in a very short distance, but the short time, but it's still a little, right? So it's like going in there. Yeah. Yes, yeah. That's yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, so Hi Mei-Ling. You're mute. Hi Mei-Ling, you're mute. Okay. Yeah.
This one, the 快灌气, right? Fast pass the qi.
Yeah, we say 用气, right? So in Chinese, we say 用气, right? So 用气 means fast, 快灌气. Yes, yeah. Hello? So since it's frozen, hello? 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 Hello?
Teacher.
It's
there we go.
I did not leave you. So I guess never. So for some reason, never. Sorry. So you were saying that, what was your question?
My question is, this time the fast pass the qi, 快的灌气, right? It is the same compared to the iron abdomen, the 快顶. Is the same?
Yes, the same idea. So it's all, we say 用气, right?
Right.
Yeah, yes. The same idea. So this is, so the iron abdomen abdomen is that you can practice that within the hit. Remember, I mentioned to you that if you, in the past, they use this to practice harder, then they can withstand a punch. Then here is same thing. Yes, you can withstand a hit on your shin. Although we're just taking the health benefit, because the fast, you really can bring your chi to there right away. That's one technique we're starting doing the third level, right? The 以意导气, so moving the qi, use your mind to control your qi, and then 以气运身, so use your qi go through different parts of the body, and the last one is your yi, go, your qi go there, right there. Don't need to go which path. So this is, so the yong qi, the fast one, the abdomen or the fast shin belongs to the third level already. So we introduce a little bit, and you see, actually some people you can sort of get that already. Yeah. So does that answer your question? Huh? Sorry, it's in.
Sorry,
Sorry.
I got it.
Yeah. So you know the idea, right? So yes. So sorry, my network, I don't know what's going on. And so yes, so that's both are the yong qi, and we started going to give you a little taste about the third level, and in fact, some of you can do that, sort of have the feeling that that's good. Yeah. Okay.
I practice.
I have something to ask.
Yeah.
I'm going to use analogies here. This is like blowing a Mickey Mouse balloon. So there's 2 ears there, and also the face. Okay. So when you do this, when you do inhale, you basically feel the air, not using any pressure there, just feeling the air, and let it go to the ear. So ear will go to your, basically the ear is your shin. You go down there, and once you go to exhale, you basically push the face part, try to really push it hard all the way to the ears. So the ear will pops up more strongly. That's how I do it, because if I put too much emphasis about the ear on the inhale part, my yi is not going to come back to my qi hai to focus it, to push that part. So if I do that, it helps me a lot of pushing the qi to my legs.
Okay. Good.
So am I all right? Because I'm skipping the part there to say I want to focus on the first part. I'm not really focused to feel the ears. I know the qi is going there, like a guan qi, try to feel it.
Yeah.
But the next one is really important, that I can really push everything to this 2-ear part.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
yeah. So you must.
Am I interpreted correctly?
Yes. You can do that. That's fine analogy. And you must just recently go to Disney, right? Just kidding. So yeah. But I see this network bad again. You看，我要 disconnect 再 connect 才可以。Hello.
听到了。
Can you hear me? Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah. So I was just kidding that. So Duncan must have go to Disney recently. That's a good analogy. But during your comments, there's one thing I pick it up. So hopefully it's not nitpicking. Is you say you don't want to use too much with inhaling to bring your qi to the Shin. Yes. So the first inhale should be very smooth, effortless. Go there. You don't want spend a lot to go there. Just very soft. Remember, thin, slow, relax, and smooth. Go there. That's just preparation. Then when you do the guan qi, whether it's slow guan qi or faster guan qi, then you focus. You use a lot. The first inhaling, just like our abdominal breathing. Only you just use UE a little bit to bring your qi there. And then the passing qi. So that's the how I will do that. So you can differentiate that. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. So stay at home, practice. You need to stay outside, practice. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, 老师，拜拜。
嗯。